your boo. I got plenty things to do. Making plenty moves. Swollen with the loot. Pull up in a Merce. Two-door, it's a coupe. Feeling like a boss, but I skip to my loop. Dribble, I skip to my.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. So here's Miami's starting group. Achua is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Oladipo, and there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Dragic in at the point guard.
Hey, let's work, man. Let's
and
get better.
For Brooklyn, we've got Irving, Aldridge out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. Well, fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Now here's Durant. And Adebayo sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Butler with the ball. Adebayo with the bucket.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
Here is Durant. The pass to Harden. Here's the teardrop. Outside for Durant. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Here is Harden after the made shot from KD. Irving for three. Knocks down the three ball.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
Rockets the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks. Yeah, the Nets head coach and I were able to chat. When Jimmy Butler's name came up, Coach talked about his intensity on the floor. Coach told me Jimmy's work rate is exceptional. Nobody out-hustles him. We need to be at 110% for all 48 minutes to even keep up with him tonight. Now that, of course, is a cliche, but we know what he meant. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Oladipo following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And it's Butler missing. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball. A nice shot by KD.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer. And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Harden against Oladipo. Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. Lets it go with a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Launches a three. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Aldridge. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 19 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
A rangy 6'8", Arteezy finishing with force.
Oladipo against Harden, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Shots good by Hero.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Harden against Oladipo. To the middle. Here's Griffin. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Nets shooting their first foul shot of the game. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's T.J. McConnell in for James Harden. The free throw drops for Griffin. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Now, here's Oladipo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Griffin scores. The assist by Irving.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
In the corner, it's Harris. Outside Irving. 9 feet out. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Here's Butler. Here's Arteezy. Griffin with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Knocks down the step back J.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
4 seconds left. And no good that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's Brooklyn looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We come back right after this. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
T.J. McConnell is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Green. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Timeout called. The Heat. Your son Cole Greg was one of the top high school. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Lamarcus Aldridge is checked in for Green. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Harris. Now, here's Achua. Buries the long-range jumper. Oladipo's got 5 points so far.
Well, how about the ability to work off the basketball for a point guard? Victor Oladipo in the catch and shoot. Okay.
Pass to Harden. Harden draws the double. Outside Jordan. Takes the three. No good there. And it's Miami the other way. And it's Miami's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, I love to watch Jimmy Butler work in the post. High activity level. Hard not to foul that guy.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game. Free throw, good Butler.
Well, how about Jimmy Butler, guys, and the commitment to becoming a legit star in this league? Think about coming out of Marquette without a reputation to now one of the toughest covers in the league. Incredible story.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Brown. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, KD. Pass to Aldridge. From deep, Harden. Rebound by the Heat. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Well, you love the shots that Victor Oladipo takes. This guy does a great job getting his shoulder squared to the rim.
And here's Harden. Outside, KD. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Jordan. Nets leading by 4. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Boy, that's an incredible quarter of defense. Incredible quarter of defense.
McConnell passes to Durant. But they'll get another chance. Here's Griffin. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Griffin's got 9 points.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. McConnell finds Irving. Back to McConnell. Plenty of space. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Kyrie Irving's creativity is indisputable. This guy can score it, but he is also an excellent passer.
Dragic, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Aldridge. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
And that concludes the first half. Brooklyn ahead, up 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The Heat trail by 8. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Miami, Adebayo is out there with Achua. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. And it's Dragic in at the point.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jimmy Butler has got some power in his finishing ability. That's pretty.
Harden the pass to KD. From outside. inside off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Now Adebayo. James Harden missing on the 3.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
To the inside. Here's Irving. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The Nets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for the Heat. Victor Oladipo comes in for Duncan Robinson. The Heat have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now, here is Harden. And the layup falls. Harden's got 5.
And Harden's such a creative scorer.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Now here's Durant. Here's Aldridge, and that one is good. 8 points for him.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Here's Adebayo, and he goes big with the dunk right over Lamarcus Aldridge.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby, make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
Now here's Jordan. Harden missing his last shot. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Oladipo, the pass to Achua. Here's Hero. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Outside Durant. Looking to get back on track here. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Nets lead by 3.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Heat have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Lamarcus Aldridge. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kevin Durant. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, what do you do with more responsibility on your plate? If you're Victor Oladipo, you ascend into one of the game's top talents. This guy, his hard work and mentality paying off.
Here's Harden. And Adebayo sends it back.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's...
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Lamarcus Aldridge comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kevin Durant subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Harden the pass to Jordan. Harden trying to get open. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Passes to Hero. Durant with the steal. Left side, Harris. Feeds it to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
To the paint, here's Ariza. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Just 5 to shoot. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
And really hard trying to distract Aldridge. I mean, when this guy's determined to score, he's going to capitalize no matter what.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. A different look for Miami. Robinson comes in for Achua. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Hero. That's good from Aldridge.
And what a tremendous career for Lamarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles, a rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
Down low, and Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Jordan finds KD. Aldridge trying to break free. It's good. KD's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
And the rejection by Harden. Tries yet again. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jimmy Butler.
We know this. Jimmy Butler is an accomplished mid-range shooter, and he's got a tremendous stroke.
Well, points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Nets lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Durant is out there with Green, and it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Lamarcus Aldridge, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
The Heat trail by 7. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Brown is checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for T.J. McConnell. The Heat also with a sub. Dragic is checked in. Outside Robinson. Back to Dragic from downtown. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Brown. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving with it. Butler covering. Releases. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
Pass to Butler. It's Ariza on the wing. Here's Adebayo. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. It's Ariza on the wing. Shoots over Griffin, and Griffin sends it back. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is there, no doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. Have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Here is Harden after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Harris, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Joe Harris so good at keeping his composure in intense situations. Nice job playing through contact.
Oladipo misses.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The deep three from Durant. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat trail by 11. Inside, here's Dragic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Harden draws the double. Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. Trailing by 10. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Lamarcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Harris. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Heat call time here. They trail by 10. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter.
Teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. The numbers in their favor. The finish, the dunk by Achua.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
And I love how Aldridge uses his size to hold his own against defenders and just routinely scores up over the top.
Now here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. So Butler nails both of them.
and good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Here's Harden, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Free throw good, James Harden. And here's Miami. 8-point game. Here's Butler. And it's Griffin with the rebound. In transition, here come the Nets. KD leading the charge. And the jam by Harden.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Kept alive. Back to Harden. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. Durant kicks to Harden. And on the way from Irving for 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
I'm about to come out.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, a top-tier matchup. I wonder if you circled this one on the calendar.
Every game is like that for us, especially going forward. We understand what we're trying to accomplish. The little things matter in the big picture, so we want to just come out and just have a consistency on both ends of the floor.
Well, it showed up tonight, man. It was a big win, man. I appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
Skip to my loop, skip to my loop, skip to my loop, skip to my loop. Ballin', I'm ballin', that's all that I do. Skip to my loop, skip to my loop.